Let's go through some examples from the video 3.2 part 1. Okay, so from part 1 we have discussed the variation in the atomic radii across the period and down the group, and also the first row of the transition elements. So if let's say you ada soalan macam ni, choose the largest atom from each of the following groups and explain your answer. So if let's say you ada group yang pertama, you ada oxygen, nitrogen and carbon. So you look at the periodic table of element, where is the oxygen, nitrogen and carbon? Okay, diorang berada di same period. So remember what I told you about things that happen in the same period. You kena ingat keyword apa kalau period, same period. You have to remember pizzas. Okay, sebab across the period the proton number will be increased. Bila proton number increase, the ZEF will be increased. Therefore, the attraction will be between nucleus and the outermost electron will be increased, and therefore the size will be decreased. So across the period, the size will be decreased from carbon to oxygen. So soalan nak largest atom, therefore carbon will be the largest atom because going across the period, atomic radius akan decreases. Next group ialah rubidium, potassium and sodium. So carilah where it is in the periodic table of element. There you go, you find it. Rubidium, sodium, potassium, okay, belongs in the same group, which is group 1. Okay, what do I tell you? Kalau let's say trend of atomic radius down the group, you need to remember NSAS. What is NSAS? Okay, going down the group, the number of shells akan bertambah. Going down the group, number of shell akan bertambah. So bila number of shell bertambah, makanya shielding effect akan bertambah. Attraction between nucleus and outermost electrons akan berkurang. Therefore, going down the group, the size will be increased. So, down the group rubidium lah akan jadi atom yang paling besar. Okay, so rubidium is going to be the largest atom because when going down the group, atomic radius increases. Last one ialah between aluminium. Aluminium berada dalam periodic table of element. Oh tidak, kat sebelah aluminium. Magnesium and boron. Okay, so dia ada perbezaan kat sini. Boron, magnesium, aluminium. Okay, kita tahu kalau going across the period, size kecil, tapi down the group size besar. Although that Al ni sama period dengan Mg, tetap Mg akan jadi the largest atom. Okay, sebab Mg size dia akan lagi besar berbanding boron, and because Al dia sama period tapi Al kat belakang sikit, tapi Al size dia akan jadi kecil sebab across the period size kecil. So sebenarnya kat belakang-belakang ni size mereka kecil compared to size kat depan-depan. Okay, so therefore Mg will be the largest atom because when going down the group, kalau kamu compare B dengan Mg, going down the group, atomic radius will be increased, and going across the period, kalau you compare between Mg and Al, the size of atom will be decreased. So that's why Mg will be the winner here. Okay. Next is how you explain the variation of atomic radius when down the group 1 and also across the period 2. Okay, kalau down the group, ingatlah NSAS. Kalau across the period, ingatlah point pizzas. Okay, so kalau going down the group, ingatlah NSAS. Okay, so how do you explain it by using NSAS? Okay, the first point ialah principal quantum number, N lah tu kan, N increase from lithium to rubidium down the group. Okay, therefore the number of shell, you can say that the number of shells increases going down the group from Li to Rb. Lepas tu gunakan point S. S adalah shielding effect. You can bagi tahu shielding effect pun sebab number of shell increase, shielding effect pun will be increased as more electrons will be in the inner shells from lithium to rubidium. And next ialah force of attraction. A for attraction. Force of attraction between nucleus. Kena bagi tahu ya. Between nucleus and the outermost electron becomes weaker. Okay. For rubidium. Sebab rubidium yang paling bawah kan. Lithium sampai rubidium. Compared to lithium due to the strong shielding effect. Thus, the atomic radius will increase when going down the group 1. Sebab itulah size of the atom besar going down the group. Okay, next. Across the period tu, ingat nak bagi explanation kalau across the period, ingat point apa? Pizas. Pizas tu apa? Okay, start with saying the proton number. P, proton number increases from lithium to Ne, neon. Okay, across the period kan, proton number increase. Bila proton number increase, apa berlaku? Then you akan go for Z. Z adalah effective nuclear charge. ZF increase from lithium to neon. Next, cakap pasal A. A adalah attraction. Attraction between nucleus and the outermost electron. Okay, sebab ZF increase, the attraction between nucleus and the outermost electron will become stronger. Okay, bukan weaker, stronger for neon compared to Li. Therefore, the atomic radius decreases when across period 2. That's why across the period, the size of the atom will be decrease. Akan jadi kecil across the period. For example 3, based on the isotope notation for the following elements, determine the group and period for element Q and determine the element with the smallest atomic radius and explain. Okay, first of all, untuk buat soalan macam ni, apa yang you kena buat, please buat SPDF notation, please buat electronic configuration for these 3 isotopes. Okay, first of all, you kena tahulah macam mana nak baca isotope notation. Ke atas adalah number, nucleus number, bawah adalah proton number, kan? Okay. Kiranya P ada proton number sebanyak 13, therefore P will have 13 electrons. Q ada proton number 15, therefore Q will have 15 electrons, and R will have 17 electrons. So when you tulis electronic configuration for each of them, then you will know macam apa yang kamu nak cari kat sini. So you will know P belongs at P block. Okay. Same goes to Q, belongs at P block. Same goes to R, P block jugalah, tiga-tiga ni. Okay. Cumanya P akan berada di group berapa? Group mereka yang berbeza. Okay. Kalau P berada di group 1 campur 2, 3, 3 campur 10, 13, group 13. Q berada di group 15. R berada di group 17. So kalau if let's say you susun P, Q dan R dekat periodic table of elements, if let's say this is group 13, group 15, group 17, this will be your P, Q and R. And di period yang ketiga. Okay, so barulah boleh jawab soalan. Untuk menjawab soalan for A, okay, Q berada di period yang ketiga because the outermost shell, the highest number of shell dia adalah n equals to 3. Okay, the highest number of shell n equals to 3. Lepas tu because dia berada di P block. Macam mana you tahu dia berada di P block? Because electronic configuration dia mempunyai configuration NS and P. Therefore, P, Q and R tiga-tiga ada dekat P block. So macam mana nak tahu group kalau dekat P block? Valence electron kena campurkan dengan 10. So untuk Q, you will have 2 campur 3. Ada 5 valence electron campurkan dengan 10. Therefore, you know that Q berada di group 15. Okay. And period yang ketiga, macam mana dapat period yang ketiga? Because you get this from the highest n. The highest n untuk Q adalah berada di n equals to 3. Next, Okay, macam mana you nak terangkan who has the smallest atom? Okay, the smallest element will be R. Because why? Because previously we have decided P berada di group 13, Q15, R17. Group mereka tak sama, tapi apa yang sama kat sini adalah period mereka. Mereka berada di period yang sama, which is period yang ketiga. So what do I tell you if let's say you nak kena explain for the size of atom across the period, you kena keluarkan point apa? Remember pizzas. Okay, so element R will be the smallest element. Why? You bagi tahulah awal-awal dahulu. Because P, Q and R, tiga-tiga ni belong in the same period. So bila belong in the same period, so you have to say across the period, the proton number will be increased. Okay, you have to say across the period, proton number will be increases. Proton number will be increased. So bila proton number increases, the effective nuclear charge ataupun ZF, okay, ZF of R will be the strongest, okay, as it has the highest proton number. After that, guna A. A adalah attraction. Attraction apa? Attraction between nucleus and the outermost electron. Therefore, the force of attraction between nucleus and the outermost electron of R will be the strongest. And then, that's why lah element R has the smallest radius. Sebab the attraction between the outermost dengan nucleus strongest. So that's why R has the smallest atomic radius. Okay. Alright, next. The last example is example 4. So if let's say you ada this one periodic table of elements with anonymous elements, dia bagi je lah QR, TXY. Okay, so soalan tanya choose an element that is halogen. Okay, so halogen berada pada group 17. So group 17 Y je ada. So elemen yang halogen adalah Y. Next, which element is monoatomic? Monoatomic adalah atom yang single saja, which is kebanyakannya di noble gas. Noble gas which is in group 18, therefore the monoatomic element adalah R. Next, soalan suruh kamu write the SPDF notation for the electron arrangement untuk elemen Y. Okay, untuk elemen Y ni, if you look at here closely, you will know that Y dia berada pada group 17 and also Y berada pada P block and also Y dia berada pada period berapa ni? Period yang ke 1, 2, 3, period yang ketiga. Therefore, you will know that the valence electrons untuk Y will be, sebabkan dia kan P block. P block kan ada electronic configuration valence electron dia apa? NS and P kan. So you will know that P untuk P block for element Y, you tahu lah actually valence electronic configuration untuk elemen Y ni mestilah ada NS and P. So since dia berada pada period yang ketiga, so kita boleh substitute the N here dengan 3. Okay, so dia ada 3S, 3P. And since dia berada di group 17, so you will know that, okay, untuk P block, you tahu valence electron untuk P block adalah 7 kena campurkan dengan 10 kan? Sebab itulah dia berada di group 17. Therefore, valence electron untuk elemen Y kenalah ada 7. So you nak start fill daripada mana? Kalau ikutkan aufbau, you need to start to fill it from 3S. Barulah 3P. So sebab ada 7 elektron, fill dulu dekat 3S. S boleh maksimum 2 elektron. So 3S2, 3P 5. Okay. So the rest of it, you lengkapkan dah saja. So, bila you dah tahu dia punya valence electronic configuration adalah 3s2, 3p5, so you lengkapkan the rest mengikut above principle, which is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. Dah lengkap kan? Next question. Suggest one possible set of quantum numbers for valence electron of atom element T. Okay, so dia nak quantum numbers for atom element T. So kalau nak tahu possible set of quantum numbers, what do you need to do? Please do the SPDF notation dahulu. Okay, so from the SPDF notation, the electronic configuration for T will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1 sebab T berada pada period ketiga, and then T berada pada group pertama. So bila dia berada pada group pertama and dia berada pada S block, therefore dia punya electronic configuration for the valence electron untuk T will have the general equation NS lah kan. Tapi sebab kan T berada pada period yang ketiga, therefore dia punya valence shell dia mestilah 3s1. Sebab itulah, sebab satu ni adalah dia punya group, 3 ni adalah period, and then S ni adalah S block. Okay, so from there you lengkapkan saja the rest of it, so you will know that electronic configuration for T ialah 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Okay, next dia nak set of possible quantum numbers for valence electron of atom of element T. So valence electron, you hanya fokus saja pada this, sebab this di mana valence electron berada, 3s1. So since n equals to 3, bila you dapat S block, that means L will be equals to 0. Bila L equals to 0, M will be equals to 0. Spin quantum number can be positive half, can be negative half. Okay, so this is it, the choices of the possible set quantum numbers untuk element T. Next, write the electronic configuration for the atom of element Q using the orbital diagram. So, you keluarkan the information you tahu pasal Q. So, if let's say this is group 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. So, Q berada pada group 14 and also Q berada pada P block. Kalau P block, that means the valence electron untuk Q hanyalah 4 sahaja. Kan? Valence electron untuk Q ada 4. Lepas tu apa lagi? Dia berada pada period yang kedua. Period yang kedua. So, if let's say you build the SPDF notation untuk Q, you will know that Q hanya ada 6 proton number. How? Okay, sebabkan dia berada pada period yang kedua and then berada pada P block, jadinya dia mempunyai general valence electronic configuration of NS and P. Okay, tapi kita dah tahu dah di period yang kedua, therefore you gantikan saja, substitute N with 2. Since ada 2 saja, dia ada berapa valence electron? Ada 4 valence electron. You start isi daripada 2s, which is you will have 2s2, 2p, 2p2. So, kalau you lengkapkan mengikut above principle, you kena start isi daripada 1s. So, 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Ini adalah SPDF notation untuk Q. So, apa-apa pun, build dahulu SPDF notation for Q, which you will get 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Okay. Alright. So, next, barulah you boleh buat orbital diagram. Macam mana nak buat orbital diagram? So, you buatlah platform untuk 1s, platform untuk 2s, platform untuk 2p. Untuk 1s, you will have 2 electron, 2s, 2 electron, 2p. Please, because p ada 3, their general orbitals. So, please ikut Hans rule. Hans rule cakap isi single dahulu. So, that's how it goes for the orbital diagram untuk element Q. Question next. Arrange the elements Q, R, T, X and Y according to the increase in the atomic radius. So, macam mana you nak susun all of the elements, susun dia, groupingkan mereka dulu mengikut persamaan masing-masing. Okay, sebagai contoh, you can see now here that Q and R belong in the same period, which is period yang kedua. Okay, TXY pun belong in the same period, which is period yang ketiga. You tahu kalau across the period, size makin lama makin kecil. Size kecil, okay. Tapi kalau down the group, size makin lama makin besar. Dia kan nak suruh kamu susun in the order of increasing atomic radius kan. Kerana increasing size lah. Next, you groupingkan macam ni pula ya. So, you tahu yang R will be the smallest in the period 2. Okay. And then kalau let's say in period 3, Y will be the smallest. Lepas tu barulah kamu compare ikutkan group. Kalau let's say siapa yang berada di group yang pertama ni, group pertama kan. So T mestilah paling besar. Ni mestilah paling besar. Okay. So if let's say you know that across the period size makin lama makin kecil, so I can safely say here that R will be the smallest atom. Okay, lepas tu bila you nak susun semua, you tahu R is the smallest and then T is the largest, right? Lepas tu you susun R, Q and then turun bawah Y, X, T. Okay, that's how you do soalan 3.2 on part 1 ataupun in syllabus dalam learning outcomes in part A. Okay.